Morning everybody, you have joined us on the rare occasion where we actually have rain today. We have missed the rain every day so far we've been in Scotland. It's rained usually where we stay and then we tend to drive away from all the rain, but we've caught the rain today. But luckily we are actually heading into the Kelvingrove Museum and art gallery as well, which is going to be really interesting. I've wanted to do an art gallery all week long and that's what we're going to do now, and then afterwards we're going to go and grab some food. The food in Scotland so far has been pretty good. You really do have to do some research and find some good places though, because we found that if you don't, it's really difficult to find. We found that Stirling was really difficult to find anywhere to go and eat in. Edinburgh was good. The wings were really good. If you like spice and if you like real finger food and a light meal, I really recommend wings to you. That was amazing. It was so spicy but so good. And we had to research that. We had to really find places in Edinburgh. They were very spread out, but here in Glasgow there's an area, and I think it's either called the West End or Downhall or something similar. If I've got it wrong, I'll put it up properly for you. And there's a big food area, like it's a whole street, it's a whole area of just like food places. So there's Tantrum Donuts, which we've got our eye on. There's a Korean place we really want to go to. There's Baffo Pizza, which looks there's so many good places, so I don't know how much we're going to try and fit in today, but we're going to spend the first half of the afternoon in the Kelvingrove Museum, so we'll take you around there. And hopefully when we get out all the rain will be done and we'll be in a lovely dry area so we can walk around well, because I haven't got the right shoes and I've got no umbrella. But yeah, we are going to head into there now. Kev's just done the parking. How much is the parking? Didn't do the parking.
No, because I had no coins.
Okay. How much is the parking?
£10 for 10 hours.
Which is really good considering the buses in Edinburgh were £9.50 and we were outside of the city. We're actually more in the city than we were in Edinburgh, and it's only £10 and you get 10 hours, which is plenty for us. So yeah, we're going to sort the parking out and then we're going to take you into the museum.
Hey, let's go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Years old it was, and it had 7 babies.
That crab you can lift up must be around there. Really. Mom, is that a carrot? It's false, mate.
Yeah, that's because it's not really white, is it? They've got black skin and clear fur, so the white is reflected by the snow.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah. Who do you think's in there?
And mommy.
Mummy. Ooh. Yeah.
Mum, is that aqua beads?
No, Harry.
No, that.
No, I don't think so.
It looks like it.
So there's a few things that I actually forgot to tell you about the Kelvingrove. The first one is that it is absolutely free to go in. You don't need to pay. It is, obviously they do welcome donations, but we got in for free and that is amazing. It was so big and they recommend that you spend between around 2 to 3 hours whilst you're visiting. The museum's actually split up into two parts. So the first part is more of a natural history type museum with lots of animals and a little bit of ancient Egypt and a lot about Glasgow history, which was really cool because we didn't know a lot about that. And the second half is mainly art, lots of paintings. They did have a few really great paintings by some really famous people. So we had a Van Gogh and there was also some Cézannes as well, so that was really cool to see.
You lying on the bed? Good boy. So you may not be able to hear me too well because it is very busy on the roads, but we've just come out and that was really, really good. A real interesting mix of all sorts of different things, very historical, and I loved looking at the paintings. That was probably my favourite part, but we are now on our way heading to try and find some food. I think we've got our eyes on a couple of places, but we're going to take you along with us.
It'll be so cool if we could try the water.
I know. So we picked up a good 6 tantrum donuts. We are going to try those later. We're saving them for when we get back because there's not a lot of options for when we're at the campsite. But we're now jogging up this hill to find Bread Meets Bread, which is like some really dirty sandwich place, in the best way obviously. So yeah, we're going to go check that out now.
Those bits on the top are really spicy. Yep. I don't like them.
Got the donut burger, I've got a Reuben, and then kimchi. Kev's in meat heaven. That's the kimchi burger, it's so good. And then I've got some buffalo fries as well, and the little ones have a hot dog. You enjoying it, Lou? So we just went to Loop and Scoop, and that was really, really good. It was basically like homemade ice cream that's like a family recipe that they've had in the family for years, and there was loads of different flavours. The Biscoff one we had Milky Bar, and I think it was like banoffee. Yeah. And the Nutella one we had like a Ferrero Rocher ice cream and chocolate, which was really good. Very filling. The kids thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, Loop and Scoop, which is literally just 2 shops away from Bread Meets Bread, which is where we had our mains, was amazing. So yeah, thoroughly recommend. And in Bread Meets Bread, the service was so good. The lady was so nice. I wish I got her name. But yeah, we're just walking through the kind of student accommodation area back up to our car, and little one's getting a little bit aggy. We just made it back. It started to rain just a little bit more. It was still pretty spitty rain, but it was just a little bit heavier than it was earlier, which was fine. We're not that wet. It's been brilliant weather, to be honest. We couldn't have asked for any better. Yeah, we just had our Loop and Scoops and our Bread Meets Bread, and I can say there's pretty decent food.
It was really good.
It was really good, yeah. The museum I really enjoyed. If you go in there, it's split in half, so one half is the art and the other half is like a natural history museum, so there's more for the kids on that side. But if you're more artistic or you just like looking at paintings as well, there's that side to it also. But yeah, in general, I've really enjoyed going around Glasgow. I know we're only in like a very specific district, we're not in like the main area, I don't think. I don't know how far away like the main high street area is, but this area is really nice. It's the uni area, so we went past the uni, we went past all the kind of student accommodation. There was loads of little independent shops and independent restaurants. There were some really cool vintage shops as well, but we didn't want to stop too many times because obviously with the 3 kids as well, it's a little bit tricky, and we were in the museum for a couple of hours. But it was definitely worth the money of parking. We basically got free reign of the whole area. You've also got, on a sunnier day, Kelvingrove Park, which is just behind the museum, and there's also a botanical garden that we got recommended to at the restaurant, but it was a little bit out of our way, so we decided to skip that for another time. But there's so much to do in just this little area. There's so many museums, so many art galleries we went past as well, which is really cool. To be honest, unpopular opinion, I actually prefer Glasgow to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Personally, and I know again we're not in the main area, but I was quite nervous about coming into Glasgow because when you drive over it, it's huge.
I didn't really think there was much else.
No, you just hear more about Edinburgh. You don't hear as much about Glasgow. Edinburgh's like the place to be, and it's a lot more like tourist friendly, like where all the tourists go. But I prefer Glasgow. I don't know. Tell me what you think if you've been to both. But we like Glasgow, don't we? Yeah.
More.
It's a lot easier to get around. It's a lot less busy. For a Saturday as well. It's a Saturday today. So I was really surprised that obviously there's not as many people out. I thought it would be really, really busy. But then again, they could be all in the main area. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to head back now. It's around 4:30 and it's going to take us about an hour. So it's a lot, obviously, less of a drive than Edinburgh because it's a lot further away from where we were staying. And yeah, we're going to go back. We're going to try some donuts, hopefully film it. So we're going to meet you back and try some of the Tantrum donuts. But yeah, we've got an hour drive now to get back to the caravan park. As promised, we have got the Tantrum donuts to try. If you watch the Edinburgh vlog, we actually had some pies to try, and I didn't actually try this on camera because it had gotten so late, but just a quick overview. Actually, they were really, really good. The Scotch pie is what it actually is called. Was like a sausage roll in pastry, but it was obviously steak and onion and things like that. And then the mac and cheese pie was also really, really good. We didn't realise actually that macaroni and cheese and the Scotch pies are so big in Scotland. They're everywhere. They're all in their supermarkets. We found some in Morrison's. So macaroni and cheese in Scotland is a big deal, which I didn't know. I always thought mac and cheese was American. But yeah, so we've got the Tantrum donuts to try now, and we're going to try those on camera for you guys. So I'll go through what flavours we actually did get.
On the box, it actually says this
A
company.
cool box, actually.
They started in 2015, so that's quite cool. And yes, they have.
Whoa. So now I just need to remember what they are. That is salted. Yeah, that's the Millionaire's donut. That is the salted honey, which I'm really excited for. I think that's triple cookie or double cookie or something like that. Pistachio and hibiscus is that one. That's the creme brulee, which is another one of my top ones. And then there's peanut butter and chocolate, I believe, not jam. So yeah, we're going to have a little taste test and show you what we think. No, go.
This is the first thing I love.
See, so it's just the top. This is the cookie donut. It looks like it might have something inside.
Don't like it. Don't like that
Heavy.
one.
Yeah?
Don't like
Well, don't hold back, Kev.
that.
Our
So
thoughts
that was
on the
quite
cookie one.
meh.
Yeah, the cookie one was nice. It just had a bit of cookie on the top, but the actual inside it didn't have anything in, did it? And this one is the Millionaire's. What do you think?
I like it.
You like the chocolate one? So far we've had the Millionaire's and the chocolate cookie one. Not my favourite, I'm not going to lie. The Millionaire's was more like a chocolate custard, which is not for me if I'm honest. But
I like that.
I had a feeling I wouldn't like those ones anyway. So now we're moving on to the honey, the salted honey, and we'll probably do the hibiscus one after that, which I'm really interested in.
Really?
That I preferred that honey one. Wasn't Kev's favourite though, was it? No, but I liked that honey one a lot more. So the next one up is the hibiscus and pistachio one, which I'm a little bit... I hope there's something in the middle of this one because this is another ring one. I like that one. That's quite nice. That one?
A little bit.
Yeah, that one was really tasty. That was my favourite so far. That and the honey one. What's your favourite so far?
I like the two chocolate.
You like the chocolate ones?
I like this one.
You like the pistachio one? Next one is the creme brulee donut. Now we've gone to Crosstown before, which is quite predominant in London, and when their first kind of one store was open, we got the creme brulee one. I can't remember it now, but I do remember they did a creme brulee. And yeah, there's lots of custard in that one. Think of the creme brulee one, hey?
I like the custard. It makes it very sweet and creamy.
So the creme brulee is currently Kevin's favourite. Is it your favourite?
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites actually. I really like that one. Do you like that one?
Not really. It's what I love.
Oh, you still on? Oh yeah, no, that's the cream one. Yep.
Yeah, I love it. I don't really like the custard.
You don't like the custard one? I think Lou is definitely the chocolate fan. We have one left, which is the peanut butter and chocolate one, but we are stuffed, so I'm going to save that one for tomorrow. Yeah, Tantrum was all right. There were a few hits and misses. I would stick to the more like the fruity or creamy flavours. I felt like I felt like the chocolate ones weren't as strong, but definitely worth a taste, and a really great little shop as well. It was really sweet, and I think they have a couple of stores in Glasgow. But yeah, we're going to call it a night. Ugh, I'm so full from today. I hope you enjoyed watching us visit Glasgow, and I hope you've been really enjoying our Scotland videos. We will be back with one more, and then we'll be back to obviously our normal filming as our holiday is nearly coming to an end. But that one is a surprise, so I'm going to keep that next video as a surprise for you. I'm hoping to put this video out Wednesday, and then there'll be a second video this week, which will be that one, and then it will be back to our normal Saturday videos again. We will see you in the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.